Hello champs, welcome to all of you on my Parasa channel coding from Mumbai. In this video, I am talking about another important method of array object in JavaScript. The name of a method is flat method. So let's understand all information about flat method. Now, before talking about all information about flat method, I just want to focus on what is the exact meaning of array of arrays. Okay, so for that I am creating three array on your screen: ARR1, ARR2 and ARR3. So first array, if you are looking on first array, so the element of this array is number type 53, 64 and 75. Means each element of first array is number type. This is why we are calling that ARR1 is an array of numbers. What I am calling this ARR1 is nothing but a array of numbers. Now in ARR2, the element of this ARR2 array is a string data type. Okay, so we are calling that ARR2 is the array of string. Okay, I'm simply calling this is the array of string. But what about this third type of array? Means the element of this particular array is also array. What I'm saying, the element of this third array is also array. This is the reason why we are calling that this is the array of arrays. It means the element itself also array is known as an array of arrays. So this is the best example of what is the meaning of array of arrays. This is the example of array of numbers, and this is the example of array of strings, and this is the example of array of arrays. I think you will understand what is the exact meaning of array of arrays. Means elements of an array itself also an array. That array is known as an array of arrays. Now let's understand what exact problem is solved by the flat method. Okay, so for that I'm creating array which contain some elements inside it. First three element is a number data type and last element is also itself an array. Understand? So overall this array contain 4 elements. First 3 element is number data type and last element is also an array. What happen if I want to tell you, you just have to fetch out all the element from this subarray and concatenate into this original one. What I want to tell you, I just want to tell you, you have to fetch out all the element from this subarray like 12 and 84 and concatenate in original one like this. How you are able to do that? You can able to do manually, but there is a huge amount of chances this array contain a large amount of data, and as well as this array also contain too many subarray inside a body. How you are able to do that? How you can able to do manually in a less amount of time? You cannot able to do or concatenate all the element of the subarray into original one in less amount of time. So for solving this type of problem, flat method comes into picture. What type of problem? Problem is to fetch out the element from the subarray and concatenate into original one. So this type of problem is solved by the flat method. Okay, so I'm just writing some basic information about flat method. Let's read it out here. Now let's read all the information. ES 2019 introduced the flat method that creates a new array with all the elements of the subarray concatenated to it recursively up to the specified depth. Means this definition also tells the same thing what I'm talking about before. Okay, so by using flat method we are able to concatenate all the elements of the subarray inside the original array, and that flat method returns or create a new array. Okay, so let's see how I can able to do that. So for that I'm creating an array ARR1 and then I'm calling simply the flat method. After that I want to print all the element of this ARR1 which is returned by the flat method. Now let's see what is the output. I am getting the array in which all the element of the subarray is concatenated by this particular in original one array. Okay, so this is the reason why flat method is used for fetch out all the element from the subarray and concatenate into the original one. So this is the reason why we are using flat method. You are able to understand what exact problem is solved by the flat method. Now let's talk about the specified depth. When I'm talking about into the definition of this array, that is specified depth. What is the meaning of this? Let's understand. Okay, so for that I'm creating a Another example for understand purpose. Let's understand I'm creating an array which contains some data like 34, 67 and a sub array which contain number like 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now you are able to see I'm creating array which contain the 3 element exactly. First 2 element is a number type and third element is also an array which is sub array of this particular whole array. What happen if this particular sub array have a 4 element? Let's assume fifth element is also an sub array of this particular sub array, and this array contain in numbers like this 5 and 6. What is happening here exactly? Let's understand. So I am simply creating a whole array like this which contain the 3 element which type like this 34, 67 and array. Okay, and this array also contain the element like 1, 2, 3, 4 and array like this. Understand? Means I'm talking about in widely way how it is work. Means exactly what is happen. This ARR contain 3 array like this. This ARR contain 3 element 34, 67 and a sub array, and this sub array contain the 5 element first, second, third and fourth, and last 5th element is also an array which contain the 5 and 6. I think you are able to understand what is happening here. So how we are able to fetch out all the element not only inside this particular sub array, also I am talking about inside this small sub array. It means I want to talk about how I am able to fetch out all the element from this whole sub array, means this first sub array as well as this second sub array, and concatenate into this original one by using flat method. Let's understand how it is done. Okay, what is my requirement? Means I just want to concatenate not only the first sub array, I'm talking about all types of sub array like 1, 2, 3, 4 as well as 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm talking about all the element. Means I want to concatenate element of this sub array as well as also the element of this sub array. Means I want to print this output by using flat method. How I'm able to do that? New array like this arr dot flat, and then I want to print this array. Now let's see what is the output. Now you are able to see I'm getting an array in which all the element of this first sub array are concatenated, but this second sub array element is not concatenated into the original array by using flat method. Understand? It means I'm talking about there are here in this example 2 types of sub array. First sub array, this is first sub array, and this is a second sub array. When I'm calling flat method, that time the element of the first sub array is concatenated into original one, but element of second sub array is not concatenated by using flat method. Now here, before talking about how I'm able to solve that, I'm creating our own naming culture for this sub array and this second sub array. For just explanation, this is not exist. I'm just creating our own for just to tell you how I'm able to explain you. Okay, so let's read here. Okay, now you are able to see. Now here I'm creating array which contains some data. So in original one, A, B, C is the element, and fourth element is also a array which is sub array, and fourth element contain data like D and E, and the third element of this array is also an array, and this third array also contain F, G, H data, and last element of this array is also a sub array. So how I'm able to identify each and every sub array uniquely? So for that I'm just want to tell you, I'm simply give the different name to all the sub array of this particular array. So the original one, the original array is known as a level 0. Means this original array is named as a level 0, and this first sub array is known as a level 1, and the second sub array which comes inside the level 1 array is known as a level 2 array, and this third sub array is known as a level 3 array. Means the original array is known as a level 0, first sub array level 1, second sub array which comes into level 1 array is known as a level 2 array, and if any array like this are present inside this level 2 array, then that array sub array is known as a level 3 array. So this is the naming culture. For just explaining you, it helps me to explain you how I'm able to identify each and every subarray by unique name. Okay, now let's understand. This is the level 0 array, which is the original array, and this is level 1 array, which contain level 2 array. By using flat method, we are just able to concatenate the element of level 1 array inside the level 0 array. I am not able to concatenate the element of level 2 array into the level 0 array. Understand? So this flat method is only able to concatenate the element of level 1 array inside level 0 array. But when I'm talking about level 2 array, so this level 2 array element is not concatenated into level 0 array by using flat method. I think till now you are able to understand how I am able to name all the subarray like level 0. This first original array is level 0, first subarray level 1, second subarray level 2, third subarray level 3, like this. Now let's understand how I am able to solve this problem. Means if I have a too many level subarray. Understand? So I just want to fetch out all the element from all the subarray, all the levels of array subarray, and concatenate into level 0 array by using flat method. That time this particular specified depth r comes into picture. It means when I'm calling the flat method, so I have to provide the depth value, how many level depth I want to concatenate the element of this array into original one. What is the meaning of this? For example, what is happening here? When I'm calling flat method without passing any argument, by default one value r passes as an argument inside the flat method. If I'm passing 1 as argument inside the flat method, so there is not any changes into output. Let's see, I'm getting the same output when I'm does not passing any value inside the flat method, and when I'm passing 1 as argument. In these two output there is not any difference I'm able to see, because by default 1 as argument is passed into flat method. It means when I'm passing 1, it means level 1 array element are concatenated into the level 0 array. If I want to concatenate the level 2 array element also inside the level 0 array, so I have to provide the depth value, how many levels of subarray I want to concatenate the element of subarray into a level 0 array. So this is a level 0 array which contain level 1 array and level 2 array. By default, by using flat method, level 1 array elements are concatenated into level 0 array. If I want to concatenate the depth, too much depth, like level 2 subarray into level 0 array, level 3 subarray into level 0 array, so we have to provide the depth value. In this example, this level 0 array contain only level 1 array and the level 2 array. So if I want to concatenate this level 1, this level 2 array element also inside the level 0 array, so I have to provide the depth value. I'm just writing here 2. I just want to concatenate the level 2 array element inside the level 0 array, so I have to provide the depth value, how many depth I want to fetch out the elements of subarray inside the original array. Now let's run the program. You are able to see I am getting the array of element in which all the elements are comes into level 0 array. By using flat method, I am just providing the depth value. It means till level 2 all the elements of subarray as well as array are concatenated into single array. So that time we have to provide the here what? We have to provide the depth value. I think you are able to understand. By default, flat method concatenate all the element of level 1 array into the level 0 array. I think you are able to understand. The depth parameter specifies how deep the method flats the array substructure. It defaults to 1. By default, the value of depth argument is 1. Means the element of level 1 array concatenated into level 0 array. When you don't know the depth level, you can pass infinity into the flat method to recursively concatenate all the elements of the subarray into the new array. What is the meaning of this? Like this. It means, for example, let's understand. What is the meaning of this? For example, like 5 and 6 also contain a subarray. And the subarray means level 4 subarray which contain element like 7 and 8. And this subarray, level 4 subarray also contain another array, subarray like 9 and 10. I think you are able to understand what I'm talking about. Means you are able to see. I just want to remove all this what I'm writing extra here. like this. Now you are able to understand, means this is the level 0 array and this is the level 1 array, this is level 2 array and this is level 3 and this is level 4. Means in this example till level 4 I am creating array which contain till level 4 sub array. If I want to flat all the element of all the sub array into single array, so I have to provide the depth value, like I want to tell you till 4 sub array I want to fetch out all the element of sub array into original one. So we have to run the program. Now let's see, all the element of this array sub array are concatenated. What happened? What is this? Now what happened if this array I did not able to know how many level sub array are present? So in that case we are just writing here infinity like this. Means when we did not know how many sub array are present inside this particular array, so we have simply writing here infinity as argument. That time all the element of all sub array, all types of level till level n elements are concatenated into level 0 array. Now let's run the program. You are able to see this, I'm getting same output. So here I'm writing that important information. Means when you don't know how many depth levels, you can simply pass infinity into the flat method to recursively concatenate all the element of the sub array into new array. Now last important points about flat method. If an array has empty slot, you can use flat method to remove holes. What is the meaning of this? Let's understand. It's talking about the holes. What is the meaning of this? Let's understand by creating another example. I'm creating an array which contain data like 45, 67, 89 and then a number which without element without any number, then 34. If I want to remove this hole, I just want to remove this particular gap from this array, so I have to use flat method like this. After that I just want to print the value of ARR1. Let's see what is the output. You are able to see in this case the output, this particular gap are removed by using the flat method. Means if I want to remove any gap, in that gap there are not any element are exactly present, that time this flat method are useful. Okay, so I'm writing here what is the information about flat method. If an array has empty slot, you can use the flat method to remove the holes. Means this empty slot are removed by the flat method. So this all information about flat method. I think you are able to understand what exact problem is solved by the flat method. Okay, thanks for watching this video. See you in next one. Bye bye.